My name is Rochele. I live in New York City, writing books and pursuing a lot of different side quests, while also maintaining a 9-to-5 office job. But there's more to my story. These are the lost tapes, the vlogs I was too self-conscious to post at the time. But to understand where I'm going next, we need to understand where I've been. And this is the time I spoke at the World Science Fiction Convention. I leave for Glasgow in like 6.5 hours for the airport, and I'm just now putting everything in a suitcase. This is probably the least prepared I have felt for a trip ever, and it's my first solo international trip. And also it's my first, there's a lot of firsts on this trip, which I'm very grateful for. Like, it's been a whirlwind and dream come true type stuff, so I'm kind of like in awe and nothing feels real at the moment. But I have definitely destroyed my apartment. Everything is out of whack. I'm gonna have to shove everything back in the closet when I'm done here, but I'm trying to pack as light as I can because I'm flying an airline that I've never flown before, so I'm trying to get everything in one carry-on. So I've brought a skirt, a pair of jeans, 2 dresses, a blazer, a couple of black shirts, a maroon shirt, and another cardigan looking flannel thing. So that's what I have so far. I'm gonna bring just a couple of earrings and one necklace. I'm trying to pack as light as I can for 6 days in Glasgow, where it's gonna be like raining the whole time. I'm still debating on shoes. I don't know. There's a lot to do, and I still have to run errands. Wish me luck. I just landed in Reykjavik, and so I'm just kind of trying to freshen up a little bit.
Can I have your attention, please? Jennifer Johnson.
I appreciate the bathroom situation because you get your own little room, and I don't feel rushed at all. So I was able to brush my teeth, comb my hair, stuff like that, and feel like a human after sitting down for 6 hours. I don't remember how I organized this. Oh, that's okay. But so I'm gonna go find some food and some coffee because I don't my watch hasn't updated yet. It is 3:18 a.m. in New York right now. But it's 8 o'clock here. So I have about an hour and a half before boarding starts. Gonna find myself a snack and some coffee and call it good. It's a bit small, but it will do the trick. I have a bathroom that's outside of the room. Alright. I am going to freshen up a little bit. It is 4 o'clock. I have a ham and cheese baguette that I can eat for a snack. I'm not terribly hungry, but I know I need to eat. And then I don't know.
riding the bus was really nice. I find the bus systems in other cities outside of New York City to be so much easier to navigate. Like, I printed out some Google Maps stuff, and that was enough for me to figure it out. And I love that it's also tap and go, so like I don't have to mess around with like, where do I find a vendor to get a physical bus ticket? Like, it's just tap my card and go. It's very nice. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna eat and go explore. I'm all checked in with my participant program pamphlet, my first Worldcon sticker, and they have these principal programs. The theme is a Worldcon for our futures, so I'm sure there's a lot of meaning behind that. This looks like a grocery store, so I'm going in. I love visiting grocery stores when I'm in a different country. It's basically an Aldi, but it looks nicer than the Aldis I've been in. I don't think I've ever seen chocolate coconut milk. I kind of want this, but I have nothing to go with it. The eggs are on the shelves and not in the fridge. It's wild. I am at the World Science Fiction Convention in Glasgow, which is a literal dream come true for me. Like, I have wanted to go to this conference since I was 12. I was an odd kid. I thought I was going to be an international subsidiary rights manager for a publishing house, negotiating contracts between publishing houses, film studios, and video game developers. So it's been a 14-year journey for me to get to the point where I'm at now, where I've published a book. Like, in the last 10 months, I've self-published a book. I've been working on a short film adapted from a couple of scenes from the first few chapters of that book. I wrote, directed, produced. It's in post-production, should be ready for distribution by October, which would be the 12-month mark, like the 1-year anniversary of the book. And I've also been working with a mentor to conceptualize a video game adaptation of the Vicious Circle world. My mentor has worked as a creative director for adaptations related to Marvel and Pokemon properties, so that's kind of cool. And so now, like later today, I'm a little bit late today, but my panel isn't until 8:30 tonight. But I'm on a panel for multimedia franchising. I'm also the moderator. So there's a couple of IP lawyers on the panel, and then there's also another author who has done tabletop RPG games related to his works. So a good mix of people. And yeah, so I'm excited. Let's get ready with me. I also have a concealer from Fenty Beauty. I'll put under my eyes for just to like even out the texture. Blush and lip from Milk. tinted moisturizer from Laura Mercier. So I arrived yesterday and I got all registered. And it's interesting because like people's reactions to me have been weird to me. Just in the sense that like they look at me up and down and they're like, "You're into sci-fi?" And I'm like, yeah, I wrote a book. I grew up on all sorts of sci-fi properties. Like, I don't understand your confusion, but whatever. I'm gracious about it. And so, yeah, like, people are just really surprised. They look me up and down. They're like, "You're going to a sci-fi convention?" And I'm like, yeah. Like, is there a certain look that I should have to be interested in sci-fi? Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I mean, it hasn't been that many interactions. It's been like, well, couple people on the plane, people at the registration desk, and even the hotel check-in person. They just like looked really surprised. I will say the walls are very thin here. And I have it's a cute bed and breakfast type of thing. And I have a garden unit, so I can hear people on the street and in the hallway. And I am late waking up this morning because I originally fell asleep at 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then I heard some people on the street, like a crowd of people on the street. They woke me up around 10:30, and then I wasn't able to fall back asleep until like 3:30. And then I woke up. I slept through my alarm, and then I woke, and the sweet little old lady who is the housekeeper ended up waking me up at like 10:40. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't have anything pressing to go to this morning. Like, the first thing kind of on my docket is a panel discussion about in the introduction to independent video gaming, which I think will be a nice complement to the video game design class that I've been taking with an independent study sort of situation. Because I'm studying multimedia franchising at NYU, which has been a fun journey. This is my first time using Laura Mercier's tinted moisturizer, and I do like it. I like the way it feels. It literally just feels like a lotion, and I feel like it covers decently. It's not too heavy like a lot of foundations are. I kind of stopped using foundation a while ago, like probably 2 years ago, and I'm already like 90% done in 3 minutes. Like, it's great. I like the look of makeup, but it needs to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, otherwise I'm not gonna bother. So today I'm going to one panel in the afternoon. The opening ceremonies start at 4. And then the panel that I'm on is, and this is the Laura Mercier eyeshadow caviar stick in Nude Rose. So it just kind of rolls on, and it looks a little messy when you first roll it on, but I just clean it up a little bit, smudge it a little bit, tame it. Perfect. And then, yeah, so that's kind of my day. I went to Little yesterday, which had so many fun things. I've never seen a Little. It's kind of like an Aldi. But anyways, I got crepes. So I'm gonna have this for breakfast. I also bought like little chocolate wafer things as like a little sweet treat for the middle of the day because I need that. And then I got a couple of vitamin drinks. This one is dragon fruit and yuzu. And then I got salty cashews as a salty snack. So I got something sweet, got something salty, and I got something to munch on for like a little breakfast. Although right now it's technically lunch because I slept in. I'm hoping to get adjusted to the time change today. And then an Ilia eyeshadow. And you can see the brush here. It's kind of curved in a way that I think applies it nicely. I need coffee. They don't really do iced coffees here. But it's cold. Oh my gosh, it's cold. It's so cold here. In New York, we were having like 90-degree weather, and then I come here and it's like 55 degrees, which I anticipated. Like, I have cardigans, you know, I'm wearing a black turtleneck and stuff. Like, I brought fall attire because I was prepared. Like, I knew cognitively, but oh my gosh, I was not physically prepared for fall. I'm gonna love every second of it because fall's my favorite season, and this is Glasgow summer, so to be perpetually in fall would be a dream. Let's see here. Almost done. I do like to go over and do this lifter gloss from Maybelline on top of the milk, just to add a little bit of shine. A little bit goes a long way with this. I'm really impressed with that Ilia because, like, normally it's like super gloopy and I have like a whole lot of excess, but not hardly any excess at all. And then my hands are dry because the air is a little bit drier, it feels like. So I have some L'Occitane hand cream here. I love this brand. And again, a little bit goes a long way with this one too. They get it helps in like a deep moisture that I feel like a lot of other lotions don't. I feel like a lot of other lotions are just way too oily, and this one, it just soaks right in. Hopefully you can hear me over me putting this on my hands. I just got my hair cut right before this trip, so I'm still getting used to this new hair, but I am really enjoying it. I feel like it suits me really, really well. I feel like just gonna part my hair a little bit. Leave a little extra room in the front. still like, with the headband, I think I still like these ones slightly more, at least for this combo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the pen earrings. But that's my fit for today, and I'm off. Walking into the conference with a coffee in hand. He was so nice. He was so nice. This tunnel is also very helpful because otherwise you're walking under like 3 different highways and it doesn't feel very safe. But I appreciate this tunnel. It goes right from a residential neighborhood into the conference center.
Is there like
Sitting in the green room.
So I have to ask you, I was just on a panel about adaptation as well as sport, and they said that like adapting.
Just got done with the panel. I'm walking back to my apartment, or back to my hotel. They said they did a good job moderating, which is nice. Oops. Which is nice. It is drizzly a little bit right now. I should probably get my umbrella out. And I should probably find some food, because I haven't really eaten all day. I only ate some pizza, but that's it. The panel went well. Lots of really great discussion. Some interesting questions from people who really should just get a lawyer for themselves, but that's okay. That's to be anticipated. Yeah. I'm a drowned rat. But I got a lot of compliments on my earrings, which is really nice. I need to take a shower because this is a bit much. But yeah, I got a lot of compliments on my earrings. The panel went well. I did not go get food because it started raining a little bit harder and I have snacks that I can subsist on, but I will need to eat a heartier breakfast because tomorrow is the business meeting. I'm going to try to attend the conference business meeting, which is where all the serious stuff goes down. But yeah, I got complimented by the other panelists for how I moderated. One of them has been to a lot of World Cons and has sat on panels like this, and he said he liked my approach, so yeah, girl knows what she's doing. But tomorrow I'm gonna go to the business meeting, which is where, gonna be in the room where it happens. And after that, I'm gonna go to the University of Glasgow because they're sponsoring a session on their campus. They're doing like board game play testing, and that's something that I'm like have been interested before, and I went to a couple sessions today about making games, which has been very informative. very informative. I have some thoughts on how to finish a prototype and like whatever. It's been very informative. So far so good. And I met some cool people. Yeah. It's been good. Day one. Over and out. Oh my god, this is like the 4th time I've tried to do this intro. So good morning, day 2. I am almost ready to head out the door here for the business meeting, which is where, you know, it's the room where all the stuff happens. And I went to the pre-business meeting yesterday where they kind of talk through the procedural stuff, how things work, parliamentary procedure, which I'm familiar with because of the FFA that I was heavily involved in high school and college. And yeah, I'm excited to see what else is happening. This is one of like 3 business sessions. I don't know if I'll be able to go to all of them. And there's some programming that I was recommended to go to later this afternoon, so I might have to leave like an hour-ish early from the business meeting to go to that session because it's hosted at the University of Glasgow. But yeah, so it is gonna be a good day. I'm gonna go find some breakfast. I will say most places do not open up until like 9 or 10 here, and the session starts at 10, so that's a little bit problematic, especially since I didn't eat dinner yesterday. I just went straight here. I do have some the crepe snacks that I can munch on while I'm on my way to find real food. But the jewelry today are these green studs, which turn blue under the right light, so I'm confused on whether or not they're green or blue. And then I have this blackbird necklace. I love blackbirds and owls. If you've read my book, you know that I have 2 characters named Blackbird and Night Owl. So there's a long history of slight obsession of those animals. But yeah, so, oh my god, there we go. So yeah, I'm excited. Day 2, we'll see what it holds. I have a lot of really good feelings about everything, and it's kind of crazy because like I feel like I've been here forever, but I've only been here for like not even 3 days. And there's still like 3 more days left. So yeah, hoping to explore a little bit more of Glasgow this afternoon, and tomorrow afternoon. It's gonna be a good day. This wind is wild. I'm wondering if I should have brought my trench coat. Alright. You know, I wasn't 100% on this outfit when I put it on, but I think I looked at myself in a couple of shop mirrors, shop windows, and I think it's fine. It's called the armadillo because it looks like an armadillo body, which I think is really cute. I just got done with the business meeting. It's still going on. I just was done. It was interesting, very interesting. I'm now taking a walk
presumably to the University of Glasgow. I hope. I actually have no idea where I'm at, but that's on adventuring. Yeah, the business meeting was very interesting. Yeah, there were some technical difficulties that made it start an hour and a half later, which, no one's fault. And then it took an additional 3 hours to pass 3 basic motions that I thought were pretty standardized. For a governing body that relies on parliamentary procedure, a lot of the recurring, everyone kind of knew each other. Like they knew each other already. It's very clear that the people who attend these business meetings are in their own little club. But you'd think that they would know parliamentary procedure after attending these meetings several times. I was able to follow along just fine as a newcomer, but some people in the room could not. I'm staring down the face of a large staircase. But anyways, I'm gonna go play some board games at the University of Glasgow and then enjoy some nature walking to the park. So yeah, there's that. I will say the people here are so nice. I was very clearly lost, and this lady is like, "Oh my!" I can't do a Scottish accent, but she's like, "Where are you going, honey?" Basically, is what she said, and then she very kindly gave me directions. So, yeah. Here goes nothing. I have to conserve battery now. I'm in Scotland. This is so picturesque. I love it.
Shows on offer here, showcasing research-informed games made here at the university, including many space-themed games. We had also talks from lecturers on topics ranging from Star Wars to giant robots. Or are you interested in some interactive theater games? Werewolf is being played in Studio 2.
My legs are greasy again. I got done looking at all the playtesting for the showcase that University of Glasgow hosted, and now I'm going to try to do some writing while I wait for my phone to charge because it desperately needs to be charged. I cannot be lost in the streets of Glasgow without a phone, so yeah, let's see if I can get some writing done on my iPad. I'm working on a prequel novella that I'm hoping to have available for pre-order by October, which will be the 1-year anniversary of Vicious Circle. We'll see if that works out. I really hope it works out. We'll see. Thank you. All right. Welcome, everyone. We're going to get started here in just a second. My name is Rochele. Thank you for being here. Today, I'll kind of walk you through a few exercises and a framework for understanding personal branding. I'll give you my little 5-minute spiel about who I am and, what qualifies me for this, and then we'll get into the meat of the workshop. I just finished giving my workshop and I got really good feedback. It was a good turnout. Pretty much filled the room. The room had about 30 to 40 capacity. 60 people signed up, but there was a wait list put on. Like the system was a little weird, but that's okay. I filled the room and I got really good feedback. Someone said that they had been to a couple other personal branding workshops, and he's like, I feel like people don't know what they mean, but you broke it down in a way that actually helps me understand what personal branding means, and I love that feedback. That's what I love to hear. That's why I do it. And then I had one other person. It's like, can you take this? My place of work needs this. So I'm hoping that it opens up doors. I was able to record the whole thing, so I'm probably gonna post it on my website or on YouTube or something. I'll cut it down, edit it a little bit, because there are some exercises that were done quietly for like 10 minutes or whatever. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'm really happy. I am decompressing. I wish I had a quieter place to decompress, but I'm also hungry. I have not eaten since breakfast this morning, so that's a bit much. Waiting on a burger and fries and onion rings. And then later tonight I'll be going to another panel. I have to decide between a publishing one or a filmmaking one. I don't know which one I'm going to go to figure it out. And then there's a thing happening down the road from the hotel that I'm probably going to go to. It's been great. I've really enjoyed the time here. I'm riding on a high right now. I would do this again. I would definitely do this again and be a participant. I think it's good exposure. I'm literally in front of all the people that I want to work with. So here's hoping. I'm going to say something really controversial. I've tried this herb brew, which is basically soda with beer branding, and it tastes like medicine. I'm sorry, but it tastes like medicine. I'm still gonna drink it, but it tastes like medicine.